Hello everyone. My name is Lala Asif Alana, and I head Salesforce practice as a Director Technology Salesforce at Royal Cyber. So I welcome you all on behalf of Royal Cyber and as well as Salesforce in today's webinar. So as part of today's session, we are going to talk about Salesforce Order Management. Um which has been introduced by Salesforce in recent time, and as a complete packaged product as part of the platform, with a lot of required features. Um, to drive this webinar with me, I have a couple of other folks, and it's a combined webinar which we're doing with the collaboration of Salesforce. So from the Salesforce side, we have Mr. Yan, who's working as an OMS strategic sales specialist at Salesforce, and he would be actually walking us through the some of the important slides of this today's presentation on Salesforce Order Management. Plus, I have Salman with me. Salman is our technical expert of Salesforce OMS from Royal Cyber. All right, so today what we are going to talk about. So we will start with the introduction of Royal Cyber, and we'll try to keep this interactive from the section of when we'll start with Salesforce Order Management. We'll talk on what exactly Salesforce Order Management System is, how seamlessly it can be integrated with different other products or clouds of the Salesforce platform. Um, what kind of MVP packaging and the offerings which we have from Royal Cyber to offer when it comes to engaging with any customer in terms of implementing Salesforce OMS. So what are the out of the box and the custom features which we can offer as part of that package? Uh, Plus, we are also going to talk about a couple of the case studies which we have implemented when it comes to Salesforce OMS, and those would be, with Salesforce B2C Commerce as well as with one of the other e-commerce platforms. Then we are going to touch base a little on the licensing piece of Salesforce OMS, how the licensing works when it comes to Salesforce OMS. When you connect with Salesforce and try to get the license of Salesforce Order Management System. And then for last few minutes, we'll take questions from the audience. All right, so let's start with Royal Cyber introduction. So we are, we Royal Cyber are a digital transformation agency, a system integrator company. We are Salesforce silver level consulting partners. We are also link partners of Salesforce. We have our presence, physical presence around the globe. We are in this digital transformation domain since 2002. Um, we have our major development offices are in offshore in India and Pakistan. We have around 11 offices in 9 different countries. When it comes to employees strength, we are around 1,500 plus people organization. We provide end-to-end services when it comes to digital transformation. Uh, the servicing model which we have is covers onshore, offshore, and a hybrid model. So when it comes to onshore, we provide complete onshore resources on different projects depending on customers' requirements. And similarly, we also provide complete offshore model, where the complete team who's placed on the project is based out of offshore. And the most used model is the hybrid model, where we have say the architects and then the project managers. They are based out of onshore, and the rest of the development team and the QAs and the BAs, they are based out of offshore. And that has been the most successful model. Uh, Royal Cyber is a kind of a one-stop shop. You connect with Royal Cyber in any capacity, whether it is e-commerce, CRM, data sciences, middleware integrations, robotics, DevOps. So you connect with us in any capacity, and we have specialized teams with these skill set where you get all these services under one umbrella. So let's say you don't have to go for these services or any service which is initially not part of the project to any other external vendor. You get all these services under the umbrella of Royal Cyber. These are some of our existing customers. So the top of the line, you see Brambleberry, True Religion, Y Design, Titan Brands. Indigo is one of our customers who we went live on Salesforce B2C Commerce platform last week, and they all are Salesforce customers who have B2C Commerce as well as Salesforce CRM. And some of these customers are currently in talks with us in terms of migrating their OMS to Salesforce Lightning Order Management system. And as I mentioned, when it comes to partnership status with Salesforce, we are silver level consulting partners. We are link partners. So we also, being a link partners, we also provide or develop build solutions, link cartridges. Currently, we have around 7 cartridges, certified cartridges available with the Royal Cyber profile on Salesforce App Exchange. So we mostly focus on two major areas. One is the B2C commerce, Salesforce B2C commerce, and the other side of this is the Salesforce CRM. So when I say CRM, it covers all the clouds: sales, service, marketing, experience cloud, health cloud, financial services cloud. And we do have customers where we have implemented these clouds, where we are supporting customer space, Salesforce space, with these clouds, sales, service, marketing. Brambleberry is one of the customers, who have complete suite of Salesforce products, and we are their technology partners when it comes to managing and maintaining their Salesforce space. All right, so I think now let's start this discussion with Jan and Salman. So Jan, I would like you to please share your screen and let's take it from there.
Absolutely. Let me share my screen now. I hope you can see my screen. Can you confirm, please?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So Jan, tell us about what is Salesforce Order Management System, a bit of context, a background, how it got evolved, and how do you see the current Salesforce Order Management when it comes to features or to meet or to compatible with the industry needs of the OMS?
Thank you, Lala. I would like first to start by saying a big thank you to Royal Cyber for inviting us and giving us the possibility to present Salesforce Order Management. You are a great partner, and hopefully we will have a lot of projects together and to help our customers to transform the way they address their customers and also the way that they can improve the post-purchase experience. So when it comes to order management, usually we think about, whole system that is more oriented in the back office, while Salesforce has been known for the last 25 years in building solution more in the front office, let's say, customer centric approach. And the thing is that the Salesforce philosophy is, how can I extend the great customer experience that Salesforce can help to provide also during the post-purchase experience? So because we are all conscious that when we buy something online, whether we buy it from a retailer or from a consumer good or a manufacturing company, basically we click the buy button and then we just have to wait for the product to be delivered at home or in the warehouse. But we know that many things happen between those two steps, and there's a lot of steps to be orchestrated, and this is how the order management solution can support. So that's why the philosophy here is like, okay, we provide a fantastic experience, but the experience when it comes to post-purchase experience, it's still part of the experience, and we need to connect the dots. We need to provide real-time visibility and transparency about what's the status of the orders. We need to improve the way that we are fulfilling and preparing the orders. We need to be able to answer any request from the customers in case they have to do any modification on their orders. And we need to address any customer claim regarding that. So that's complex to do it if you don't have a connected system between your system of engagement and your system of records. As I said, when you're working with a legacy order management solution based in your ERP or the supply chain world, then it's most of the time it's totally disconnected from what we call the front office, whether it's the customer service or the e-commerce or the POS solution. And it's not easy to connect the dots and actually to bring the right experience for your customers that they expect. Okay, so this is exactly the philosophy of Salesforce with order management. We try to think about how we can connect the dots in one customer experience, including also the order fulfillment, preparation, inventory, and customer support when it comes to orders. So how we connect the dots between the world of transaction, which is in the e-commerce world, for example, and the world of customer service. And this is exactly what we can see. Salesforce is obsessed with to have a customer-centric approach, and now the OMS from Salesforce is also a customer-centric approach. So what Salesforce did, Salesforce didn't acquire a solution. They actually decided, like, since 5 years to work on and leverage the experience from Salesforce platform that exists since 25 years, and to use and to leverage this scalability, the trust, the low-code, no-code approach, and easiness to work with of the platform to actually build an order management in-house on top of the Salesforce platform. And it brings a lot of advantages, but if we can try to define the three main pillars that Salesforce OMS addresses today. So first of all, we really are obsessed with customer service and providing the best answer to customers. So when it comes to order support, order servicing from any channel, we need to be able to provide an answer quickly without having to log in into multiple systems. That's first. Two, how can we optimize the inventory visibility that we have across all the different channels and store location and inventory location that we have, being able to understand what is available right now, what is available to offer, what is available to fulfill as a product, because we never want to miss one sale, and we want to provide a clear visibility about what is available in the store. The last pillar is how can we support our customers to reduce the cost of fulfillment and the cost of shipment of any order by having a smart calculation about from which place it's the most relevant to fulfill an order. Okay, so this is the idea of Salesforce Order Management. Just to give you a few numbers, today we have more than 430 customers globally. More than 250 are already live and running their orders on the platform, and the other customers are implementing right now. So it's already a big success. I hope that answers your question, Lala.
Yeah, for sure. Excellent. I mean, this is a great number. The more than 250 customers or around 250 customers are already live with Salesforce B2C Commerce or Salesforce Order Management System, which is a very good number. So I think we are holding a good ratio of the market share when it comes to OMS. Now, when it comes, you said that there are 250 customers who are already live with Salesforce OMS. So how seamless or how quick the integration it is of Salesforce OMS when it comes to B2C commerce as well as with any other external system or any other external e-commerce platform?
Yeah, that's a great point, actually, because I mean it's important to explain our audience that Salesforce Order Management is an agnostic solution. So we are conscious that not all our customers are working with Salesforce e-commerce platform, and we know how to connect. Actually, we have some customers that are plugged Salesforce OMS in different kind of commerce solution that we can find in the market. But obviously, if you're working with Salesforce commerce solutions, then it's pretty seamlessly speaking together for many reasons. We have pre-integrated solution, we have accelerators. It's very seamless to provide the best experience that we can. So first of all, order management itself is part of the product portfolio of Salesforce Commerce Cloud. So just a quick refresher about Salesforce Commerce Cloud and commerce product. So we are very famous for having a fantastic and very scalable B2C commerce solution that is really a leader in the market today. We are Gartner is considering Salesforce to be the leader in digital commerce globally. So B2C commerce. We also provide B2B commerce solution to help building customer portals where you can actually do transactions online, which is very, very, very strong and very powerful. Also, we have a direct to consumers for, again, manufacturing or consumer good companies that wants to test the market and go direct to consumers. So actually they can leverage their B2B commerce platform to start building direct to consumer experiences. We also have an approach of headless and composable storefronts that is really very trending now in the market. Also Salesforce Payments, thanks to our partnership with Stripe. So you can have, all-in-one partnership with Salesforce, leveraging also the experience from Stripe. And obviously OMS is part of this family of products. And we can extend that thanks to our different partners and solution that built their solution on top of Salesforce platform or built already pre-integration and orchestration tools. So Othello, for example, just to name them, they are a fantastic smart return solution to help reduce the cost of returns. So this is pretty fantastic, and they built integration with Commerce Cloud and Order Management. And all of that connects to the Customer 360-degree platform. So that's really, really interesting. Again, if we want to look at how OMS integrates with B2C commerce and any commerce solution from Salesforce, is actually to understand that the customer journey is really connected. So from the moment that you're placing an order, doing a transactions, triggering a confirmation to the customer saying that the order is being fulfilled and prepared and shipped, being able to answer any customer request as a self-service thanks to the bots, etc., etc. Everything is connected, and we keep having information going in and out from the commerce platform. So this is how the integration works. But maybe you want to know a little bit more about a technical integration, and I will let you explain that in your own words. But before going there, just to highlight the kind of interaction that Salesforce OMS can have with other solutions. So Commerce Cloud, we talked about it. So how can we publish inventory availability on the commerce platform? How can we capture the orders, providing information for the customers to track their order status by going in their own private space in the commerce portal? That's first. Marketing Cloud is a fantastic tool to have one-to-one personalization, communication at scale. And when it comes to OMS, what better communication and personalization we can do based on exactly what you order and what you consumed, also considering the returns and cancellation that you can do. So we know exactly what are the tests of the final consumers, and we know how to target them, because actually we have all those data are talking to each other, and we have better recommendation going to Marketing Cloud. When it comes to a B2B process and a B2B environment, again, like a manufacturing, healthcare company, consumer goods, then it's more like about having an account management understanding about the consumption and tracking the trends of ordering and transaction compared to the previous years, and tracking what can be the next best product, next best offer that we can push based on history. So having a clear understanding about ordering, invoicing, payments, and everything available from the CRM, this is very, very valuable. And last but not least, we're going to talk about it a little bit later, I guess, but interaction with customer support, and especially Service Cloud if you are working in a Salesforce environment. So when it comes to order management and service, this is just the perfect combination to provide the best customer experience, right?
Sure. Thank you so much. These are really great details. I mean, the way you are explaining, Jan, And that's where my next question is. You talked about customer 360. You talked about inventory. How seamless or how beneficial the usage of OMS is when it comes to call service agents, the live agents who are connecting with customers directly on the call, how they can do the cross sell, upsell, what kind of dashboard OMS comes with.
I guess everybody knows what means Wismo, right? So
Yeah.
Wismo means where is my order? And you know what? This is the most common question that actually consumers are asking to the retailers, for example. Okay, so when they are calling the customer service agents at the customer center and actually they say, where is my order? I want to have exactly a status about my order, when should it arrive? And by the way, I would like to make some modification and stuff. So if you have 50 or 60% of those requests coming, can you imagine how painful it can be if you are not able to provide those answers seamlessly from your screen? You need to look up for the information, to log in into multiple systems. That's a mess. Okay, so obviously the philosophy here is leveraging Salesforce platform, which is one unique platform where you can have your customer service called Service Cloud, and you can have your order management, everything in one screen. So in one single pane of glass, you can provide all the customer 360-degree understanding, what's happening in my account. I can see all my past orders, I can see my current orders, and actually I can act on it. So I can provide any modification, I can, and so the idea is how can I empower my agents to have a better productivity, to provide an answer immediately for those 50% of the customer cases related to orders. How can I do it from one screen very easily, increasing customer satisfaction because they get an answer, very clear and immediate answer, and actually you get a lot of value from that. You are reducing the cost of training your agent because they are working in only one system. You are reducing the time to onboard new agents because, again, just one system to be trained for. So that's really the idea, is how can I at the same time provide a better productivity and provide a better experience to my customers. So order management and customer service, it's a match made in heaven. Okay, so this is a perfect combination. And if you want to have a look at a different kind of use case we can think of, so again, first, having from one screen a clear understanding about all the business I'm doing with this specific customer or consumer. I can see all the orders, I can see all the cases, everything from one screen. I can run a report and dashboards, and I can understand immediately without having to log in into a different system. Then what I can do is that I can act on those orders. You want to cancel the order, you want to add the product in it, you want to change the shipment address, you want just to understand where is my order, and you want to track the status of it. You want to check if the payment has been done, you had an issue, whatever. And you want to do it also as a self-service. You as a company, you want to increase productivity of your agents. And what's the best way to do so than to provide self-service capability for your customers, which, by the way, this is what they want. We are in a connected world. They want to do everything by themselves on their own term, anytime, from anywhere. And so if you are leveraging Salesforce bots, Einstein bots, for example, with Service Cloud, then OMS can provide all the action behind the scene. Then you can ask questions about where is my order, and I want to do a modification, or I want to talk to a service agent. And when you talk to a service agent, okay, so that's the perfect moment to start selling and pushing for upsell and cross sells. And this is what we put also in order management with Service Cloud. We have a functionality called order on behalf. So basically we are giving the capability for the service agent to do order taking. So the service center can become a profit center. We can generate revenue. Okay, so we can help customer to do checkout. We can position new products. We can help them to decide, capture the payments, and everything will be orchestrated by OMS from the Service Cloud screen. That's very powerful. So if we want to see that in a more like functional way, for our audience that are familiar with Salesforce, so everything in blue basically is the foundation of the Salesforce platform. So all the AI capacity, the flows, the click, the drag and drop easiness of working on the platform. Then in the pink area is all the object and key functionalities that you are getting when you are working with Service Cloud. The light green is actually what you get on top of it. So OMS can actually put your customer service on steroids because suddenly you can manage all those requests regarding orders and you can trigger returns. We have RMA, we have cancellation, we have payment refunds, so we know how to generate a new invoice or a voucher or a credit memo or apply a discount because you want to do an appeasement to your customer because they're not satisfied, and you can do order on behalf. And obviously, we will be communicated all the time with the commerce solution you're working with, whether it's Salesforce or not Salesforce. So we can capture the price catalog that you have, the product catalog, the payments, and the storefront experience that you build for your customer. So we can leverage all of that and make all your systems speak together, and OMS will play as an orchestrator with all of that. That's it. I hope it was clear.
Excellent. I mean, it was more than a clear. You explained it very well, Yan. Uh, so now I think I'll turn towards Salman, and Salman. From you, what I would like to know from the technical aspect of OMS, and I would like to know more how Royal Cyber is packaging their MVP product when it comes to OMS implementation for any customer. Because the customers who are using OMS, they have a lot of features in their current legacy OMS or the OMS which is the part of the ERP. So if they would like to migrate from their existing OMS to Salesforce OMS, what kind of MVP packaging which Royal Cyber offers?
Right. Thank you so much, Lala, for providing explain that. Uh, Let me share my screen. So is my screen visible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So basically, Royal Cyber is providing a complete MVP package for the customers who have their stores on different e-commerce platforms, so they can integrate their stores with OMS, and we'll be providing a complete MVP package. And this package will be including all the details related to the orders, such as order visibility, order support, all the inventory management, and other all fulfilling the orders and providing it to the customer. So the MVP package would include the orders, order details, all the order details, or delivery groups, or delivery methods. So order products, the products which are being ordered. So and there is an order summaries. So I would really show you guys that how uh let me share my screen for that. Mm, So is my screen visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, so basically this is the order management dashboard. It comprises of all the order summaries and all the orders being placed from the SFCC and how they come to the OMS and how they are handling that. Let's have a look to this order. So this was an order placed. It has it was placed from Salesforce Commerce Cloud, and it has the products such as these products and the shipping addresses, payment details, shipments, and going into the details section, we have this information. The status of the order is waiting to fulfill. It means that the fulfillment is created for that, but the order has to be fulfilled. So the original order which comes from the Salesforce Commerce Cloud has an order which is being which has all the details, order amounts, and the billing addresses. Okay, so it has order delivery group. Uh, the order delivery group is basically used if we have multiple products which are being which have to be shipped to a different location. So we can have our delivery group for that and combining all the products into that, and we can have one delivery method for that. So if we go into the order delivery group, we have order delivery method for that, which is over here. Okay, so multiple products can have one delivery method for that, and same is the case over here. We have order products over here. So let's open one product. It has an order associated to it, the product, the prices, the quantity. Coming back to the order summary, we have all the related information to the order, such as order product summaries, shipping addresses. All the shipping information is going to be stored over here. The delivery method, email addresses, phone numbers, and everything. If our product is a gift card, we can also enable this feature for that. And going back to the order summary, we have all the payment details over here, such as what card type is being used. It's such as it was a Visa card, so we have all the information related to Visa stored in the payment method, and covering all the information related to the card. It has a gateway token, so for the refund and return, we can use this token to initiate the refund. Coming up once the as it has. So the order is being once the order gets approved and activated, the order summary gets created. So order fulfillment gets created. So let's have a look to the fulfillment order. That fulfillment order has an account associated to it, an invoice associated to it, the type, that who is going to fulfill that, the warehouse is going to fulfill that, the delivery method, order summary, the status is fulfilled, and the fulfilled to addresses, all the delivery information, shipping information, the amount information, quantity informations are over here. And going into the related tab, we have all the fulfilled products, fulfilled order products, which have the information, the products which are being fulfilled or not fulfilled. So if I can open a fulfilled order product for you guys, so it has the original product associated to it, the order product summary associated to it, the quantity, and the amount. So we have some out of the box functionality, such as cancel item flows. If we want to cancel any item, we can cancel that. If we want to return any item, we can do that. And if we want to apply a discount in any process of order fulfilling, we can apply that. And these are some out of the box functionalities which are being implemented.
Mhm.
So this
Okay.
is how what the order management system covers all the order information and order process.
Okay. Okay. So Salman, in a way that if I could say that Royal Sabre offers as part of their MVP packaging, all the major order fulfillment flows, the integration of OMS with B2C commerce and with
Yes.
any other external system or with any other cloud like service cloud, uh, uh, from order capture to order summary to order
Fulfillment.
fulfillment, invoicing, payment, cancellation, refund, all this includes as part of the MVP packaging offering of
Yeah.
Royal Cyber.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. We'll be.
all right. Okay, okay. I think one question which I still have with Yan is, Yan, if if and based on your experience, you tell us if any customer would like to migrate to OMS. Although Royal Cyber do have or does have the offerings, but what is the approach? I mean, any phased wise approach, full migration, full OMS, or the feature wise, how what are the best practices defined by Salesforce?
So thanks for the question, Lala, and thanks, Salman, for the presentation of the solution.
Welcome.
I think I really appreciate the fact that we spent some time to see the order summary, because this is really the heart of the OMS. Everything is there. This is a way to
Yeah.
track everything that happens around the order. So when it comes
Yes.
to implementation, obviously, so out of the more than 400 projects that we saw, we see different kind of multiple approach. What we observe is that many customers now expect to have quick wins, and MVPs. They really want to go fast and to start providing value to the business. They don't want to engage in a long project where they don't see the value, okay? The famous tunnel where you don't see the light. Okay, so that's exactly not where we want to take. So good thing is that Salesforce OMS has been named by IHL in the latest report as the fastest implementation time in terms of OMS. So usually what we observe is that it takes between 4 to 5 months to implement an OMS. But I'd like to emphasize on the fact that you don't need to implement all the functionality from scratch. You can go by phase. Okay, and when we go by phase, so the advantages is that you get this value very quickly. And usually what we observe is that customer first, what they want to do is they want to build one repository of all the orders from one place. So they want to capture orders coming from all the channels and having one place where they can see the status and all the orders and building this repository. But this is what we call order visibility, basically. Okay, so we want to have visibility of those orders and to expose those information and capture that from any channel. So it can be e-commerce, the stores, the field sales, whatever. That's first. The second thing that comes very naturally after that is that, okay, I want to provide order support. I want to act on those orders. Okay, the customer is calling, I want to do modification. So usually when it comes to building this order visibility and order support, it will take between 2 to 3 months to implement. Okay, and then the next step is, okay, now I want to build my omnichannel inventory, and I want to start leveraging the engine for fulfillment, which we call the full OMS usage, and then it can take an additional 1 to 2 months, depending on how many systems we need to integrate with and the complexity of the architecture. But this is the best way to do it and to get value immediately.
Excellent, excellent. So I mean, yeah, as you mentioned, it varies from customer to customer, and again, I mean, depends on the environment as well. If customer already is on B2C commerce, then yes, the integration would be more smoother, clean, and quick. When it comes to external system, then it may take a bit of time. But again, the integration, mechanism or the approach or the architecture is already defined. Uh, that's good. That's really good to know. The
Yes.
rough timeline which you just mentioned. Uh, okay, now going back to Salman. Salman, tell us about a couple of the case studies. I believe we have one where we integrated B2C commerce, Salesforce B2C commerce with OMS, and we have another one where we integrated another non-Salesforce e-commerce platform with Salesforce OMS. So, give us a walkthrough of these case studies.
Implementing order management system with multiple clouds such as Commerce Tool and Salesforce Commerce Cloud. I have implemented. We implemented the Salesforce order management system for one of our client. It was a jewelry brand, and uh, it was using Salesforce Commerce Cloud just for placing an orders, but there was no tracking of the order once it was placed. So we implemented the OMS for them and provided a complete functionality of the order tracking and facilitating them with the smooth order journey. So what we did for them, we integrated omni-channel inventory for that, as the client was using multiple stores for that, and we have to manage the inventory and keep the inventory sync throughout all the stores. So what we did, we implemented omni-channel inventory, and from the inventory to the SFCC to the OMS, and they were using Oracle for storing the inventory and all the product records and all the order records for that. So we also have to manage the inventory on that end. So omnichannel facilitated us by catering this, you can say, a cause for that. And other than that, we implemented eigen payment method for that. By using eigen payment method, we have to provide a complete refund whenever order is being cancelled or the order is being returned for any reason. We have to provide the complete refund for that. So eigen was implemented for that, and complete order tracking was implemented. So as this jewelry brand was having two multiple warehouse locations. So the order products were actually some products were on the X stores and the other products were on the Y stores. So we created separate fulfillments for that, and we created separate shipment records for that. And by using this, we we fulfilled the orders to the customers on the basis of the warehouse locations which has been selected by the customer. So if we go down if we, and by using the platform events, uh, feature of Salesforce, we uh, we exported the orders from OMS to the MuleSoft, and getting data back from MuleSoft to OMS and sending it to the SFCC, so that all the platforms get synced. So this is what we have done. As I have told you guys that this is the features of uh, configuring the OMS with the SFCC and creating flows for that, custom flows, and creating platform events for that, and mapping the data from SFCC to OMS, and creating a communication between OMS to the MuleSoft. So this is something which was done by us in the MVP packaging, and it was an MVP package. So the phase two was about to start, but this was all the implementation which was implemented in the MVP. So as this was the architectural diagram, as you guys can see, it was having an true commerce stores, SFCC stores, and it was having all the database was stored in the Oracle. So by using omnichannel inventory, we managed the inventory between OMS, SFCC, and the Oracle. So this is how the complete process was followed. Another customer was having this customer was an interior designing customer. So this customer was having its store on the commerce tool. So we have to integrate it with the OMS. So whenever the order is being placed on the commerce tool, as it is not uh, an integration which can be done uh, more similar to the SFCC, but it has some custom implementations for that. We have to uh, write APIs for that, and we have to import the order to the OMS. So the complete order facilitation was provided to this customer, and same the cancellation of the order, the refund of the order was implemented for that. And as we were using commerce tool for this, we have to manage the inventory on both platforms, on the commerce tool and uh, on the OMS. So we managed and synchronized the inventory on both the platforms. And other than that, Stripe payment method was integrated, as the customer provides the details and the payment gets authorized. So the capturing of the payment was done after the fulfillment is well after the order is being fulfilled. So we did that, and refunding same was the case. If a customer comes and for any reason he or she asks for returning an order and refunding the amount, so complete refund and the return was implemented for that case. So this was the solutions which were, as I have told you guys, that this is how we implemented all the above mentioned details that package what was being delivered to the customer. So coming to the architectural diagram, this was the architecture that it was the order was placed on the commerce tool and then sent to the OMS. And by using the warehouse management, we were fulfilling the orders and shipping the orders to the end customer and tracking the orders and tracking the order history in the OMS. So this is how what this was the implementation which we have done for the previous customer using Salesforce Commerce Cloud as their store and Commerce Tool as their store.
Excellent, excellent, Salman. So these are really good case studies. Now, very quickly, can you tell us very quickly that in both of these case studies, there are two questions which I one is what was the timeline? I mean, how much time it took you to complete the implementation of the the case study where we connected Salesforce B2C Commerce with the OMS, and how much time did you take to integrate commerce tools with Salesforce OMS?
So the timeline, Lala, for the implementation of the customer using Salesforce Commerce Cloud with the OMS was almost, you can say, 9 weeks, or you can say 9 to 10 weeks were sufficient to implement to provide this MVP package, and providing all the implementations for that. And the customer who was having the store on the commerce tool, as it requires some custom implementation and integration with the commerce tool and the OMS, and importing the orders to the OMS, and then uh, synchronizing and exporting the order details and order history to the commerce tool. So this was something a bit lengthy, but we managed and tried our best to provide the MVP package in 15 weeks.
15 weeks. Excellent. Excellent. So somewhere around, with Salesforce, as I think Jan also mentioned before, is with Salesforce is 2.5 months effort, and and if there is no Salesforce B2C commerce, any other e-commerce platform, it could go to 3.5 months or 4 months time.
Yeah,
But this is
yeah.
good. This is good. Jan, coming back to you, a very important question, which that most of the customers, whenever they plan to migrate, so there's something which is very important, which they want to keep in their budgeting, in their time, in their yearly budgeting. That is the cost. Like, how much is the licensing cost when it comes to get the license of Salesforce OMS? Any additional cost if somebody who's already on Salesforce B2C Commerce? What would be the cost for them, and how the cost is being measured?
Thank you, Lala. So obviously, I want first of all to state simple thing. There is no minimum cost for OMS, so we can start, or the minimum cost is so low that I mean, we have a lot of customers that decide to start implementing OMS with minimum budget, and then they will increase based on the needs. The second thing that I want to explain is that the license of OMS depends on the volume of business that will be done on the platform. So it's a democratic approach. Basically, is that the bigger you are, the more you will pay. But basically, everything depends on the volume of orders or the volume of revenue and business that will transition through the platform. So there are two approach. Okay, so as we explained, there are multiple ways of using Salesforce Order Management, and also multiple ways of being implemented. So we have some customers that decide to use Salesforce OMS only for the order support use case, meaning that they want to leverage their current fulfillment processes through their supply chain ERP or existing past OMS investment that they did, but they want to use Salesforce OMS to empower the customer service agent to answer the WISMO topics. Or you go to the full OMS with the inventory and fulfillment and everything. So depending on which way you want to go, it will be the same Salesforce license of OMS, but it will be a different implementation, different cost of implementation and time of implementation. Obviously, order support will be faster. When it comes to license, again, as I explained, there are two main key information that we need. Is once again, it's what's the volume of business that will go through the platform. So depends on the volume of orders, or depending on what we call the GMV, which is the gross margin value. It's basically the volume of revenue and business that you are doing on the platform without the taxes and without the cost of shipment, basically. And then we will define what's the right cost, and we will apply the higher discount available based on the volume the customers want to commit with. So that's first. The second thing is that how my agents or users will have access to the Salesforce platform. So they need to have, let's say, a licensed users, and we have multiple options. Basically, the key principle at Salesforce is like one user needs only one license. So if you are already covered with, let's say, platform user or service cloud license or sales cloud license, you don't need an OMS user. Okay. On top of it, you will be granted automatically the rights to use all the OMS functionality, leveraging your existing user license. Okay, so that's Really, that's the idea. That is really simple. Um, and all the pricing are public, and you can find it on the Salesforce website. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. So okay, I think what you said is pretty much aligned with the normal model of Salesforce licensing, also applicable for other products like B2C commerce, like based on the number of orders which processed or which being captured or go through the Salesforce OMS. And again, it varies from customer to customer. The GMV value, the size of the platform, the size of the catalog, and all this, which counts. This is good. This is good. This is a good, I would say, initial details to start with or to connect with, for any customer to connect with Salesforce and get the licensing quote from Salesforce on OMS. All right. So thank you so much, Jan, and thank you, Salman, for taking time out today and being the part of this session, very informative session. And hopefully we'll have many more to come on different other topics, and to collaborate with Salesforce in such kind of combined events. Thank you once again. Um, okay, so now, as a Royal Sabre, we are, as I mentioned earlier, we are silver level consulting as well as linked partners. So we have currently 4.8 out of 5, customer satisfaction rating on Salesforce App Exchange against our Royal Sabre profile, and this is all based on the deliverables and the work which we have done for our past and existing customers within Salesforce capacity when it comes to B2C commerce or Salesforce CRM. Um, so. As part of today's session, whoever the participants are, whoever registered for today's webinar, whoever attended today's webinar, we offer, for all those participants, we offer 2 weeks free discovery package. Now, how this package works is, one of our sales rep is going to reach out to you over the email, and whatever pain points, whatever problems, whatever concerns you have with regards to your existing Salesforce space when it comes to B2C commerce or CRM, sales service, marketing, experience cloud, any other clouds, anything you would like to discuss, you get the opinion, you want to get the expert advice, you want to get the recommendations, you can connect with us using that email which our sales rep is going to give you, send you, and we can cover all those pain points, challenges. We can do the analysis and we can come up with the recommendations, and sometimes we also cover the implementation piece as well, free, completely free, if it comes within those 2 weeks, and we have done it for our few of our customers. So that is something which you can feel free to discuss with us, any of your pain points with regards to your Salesforce needs or Salesforce business needs. All right, so now coming to the question answers, and I think there are a few questions. So to start with you, Jan, number one is, and it's pretty interesting, and there's something which is trending nowadays, that is AI. So how, what kind of AI support or capabilities does Salesforce OMS offer?
That's a great question. So first of all, I think AI is really part of the DNA of Salesforce. Okay, so in everything that we do, we have this notion of AI, but not only AI, it's trusted AI. Is how can we combine CRM information with the trust of keeping your data safe and the AI capability to empower worker. So instead of calling it artificial intelligence, I like to call it extended intelligence. So how we can support worker to be more efficient. When it comes to OMS, obviously we also have a roadmap for AI. So let's say that today the fulfillment engine is already very smart and helps to optimize and calculate automatically from which place it's the most relevant to fulfill an order from, to reduce cost of shipping and time of delivering and everything. The next thing that is coming to OMS, and it's coming very soon actually in the winter release, is going to be what we call return insights. So how can we gather information about returns understanding and analyzing automatically what are the reasons of returns. And for example, it can be the size, it can be a bad description of the product. And actually the AI engine from Salesforce will automatically generate a suggestion of new description of the product that you can put in your e-commerce in order to fit well and to have a better impact. Because what we want to do is we want to reduce the return rate by having the best description as possible. So this is one kind of AI capability that is coming very soon. And the next one after that will be how can we automatize as much as we can the bots and the self-service capability thanks to AI to manage any requests regarding orders as a self-service capability. Yes.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, I think this is what we wanted to know. There's one more, and I think Salman, this will go to you. That is how OMS handles this. Although you touched this topic a bit, how OMS handles this partial shipments.
Okay, so OMS is very intelligent, and it has the UI for that to handle the uh, partial shipments for that. So basically, if we have two products and fulfillments are created for two products, so from any reason the one order is not being shipped and the status of the order gets or fulfillment order product gets not fulfilled. So what OMS is going to do, it is going to create a change order for that, associating the product which is not being shipped. So what we can do is we can reship that order. We can reship that product to the customer, or we can provide, if a customer asks that he or she don't want that product, we can create a return or refund for that, initiate for that. So basically,
Okay.
OMS creates a change order for that.
Okay. So in a way that this partial shipment capability does supported by Salesforce OMS out of the box.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, something similar to you. I mean, you want to shed some light on store fulfillment capabilities, which OMS offers.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Well, actually, so we have many customers that actually are running stores, especially in retail, obviously. And what they want to do is first, they never want to miss any sale. They want to optimize their inventory. They want to reduce cost of shipping. They want to optimize the time of their workforce in the stores, and they want to provide an omnichannel experience to the customers. Okay, so the customer is not buying online or in the store; he's buying a brand. So it's the same experience for them. So Salesforce has an out-of-the-box mobile application for fulfillment from the store that is available. And for anybody working with Salesforce OMS, they will get the capacity to actually provide for the store associates an app where they can see all the orders coming, where they need to take care of from the store. So they can, so you can do click and collect, or you can ship from the stores or return from the stores. And with your app, you can actually pick and pack directly from the stores, do even a batch preparation and fulfillment of multiple orders. So it's a productivity tool that we can have from the stores. Yes, that's a very important omni-channel capability.
Excellent. I mean, this is something new, that there's a mobile app available which is exclusively used by the store agents to see the numbers of orders coming through, to the stores, and then accordingly they can fulfill those orders. Um, um, Jan, would you, because we talked about a couple of case studies. Obviously, we are in certain NDA where we cannot disclose the names. You said that Salesforce has around 400 customers now. 250 has already gone on live. Would you mind calling out a couple of names of those customers, who are already using Salesforce Order Management system?
Yeah. So we are lucky to have a great customer community using Salesforce for many kind of use case. I really like one of a company that is based actually from Kuwait, operating in Kuwait, in Saudi, and also in UAE, especially in Dubai. It's called Drops. So Drops, they are online supermarket, basically. So they don't have stores, but they do have multiple warehouses. And the promise they have to their customer is that you can buy from the app and you can be delivered at home in 1 hour or 2 hours maximum of time.
Oh.
So, and you know what? They are managing more than 3,000 orders per day. So that's a huge amount, and especially when it comes to grocery, you can imagine how many SKUs, how many products and modification
Yeah.
and stuff. So it needs to go fast. So they decided to build their fulfillment strategy and order orchestration on Salesforce OMS. We are super happy to have Drops as a customer partner with us, and they are growing exponentially, and thankfully the platform is very scalable and can support that. So that's a great example. And then we have many other customers across the globe that are using OMS. I think one of the latest that we can start to talk about is Saks in the US, the big retail player
Yeah.
in the US, Saks. So they will use OMS also to leverage the drop shipping capacity and the marketplace approach. So they will use OMS for that.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the
Excellent.
two names that just pop
Yeah.
up in my head.
No, I think thank you so much for calling out these names to get visibility to the audience that these are the couple of existing customers. I mean, although the number is around 400, but these are the two ones which you have in your mind who are using OMS. Anyway, thank you, Yan. Thank you, Salman, again for
Thank you,
taking
Lala.
time out, and it was a wonderful session. And as I said, that we'll have a lot of more coming. And thank you everyone who participated in today's webinar, and hopefully we'll be reaching out to you over the email, and we'll take the conversation forward from there. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a wonderful
Thank
day.
you.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Royal Cyber.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Lala. Thank you,
Thank you
Bye.
so
Salman.
much. Thank you, Lala. Thank you,
And don't
Jan.
Thank you.
forget,
Take care.
I love order management, so
I,
don't
I
forget.
saw it. I saw it. Right at the start.
It was
Thank
subtle.
you.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
Thank
you.
you.
Bye bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Bye.